Oh, hello friends. Today we're at my studio. My studio, who am I? I'm Elliot Evan. I make clothes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you also win. Today, we're gonna be making a pair of leather pants for Ethan. That being said, let's start cutting. Today we're gonna be cutting this leather that Ethan himself got from the land of Italy. The first thing that we'll do is evaluate our cow to make sure that there's any imperfections. This isn't selvage? I thought you said this was selvage. This right here indicates how much cow. 43. This is actually my first time ever making a garment. I've never made a garment before, but we're gonna try our best. To be honest, this is not how the pattern should look. This is also wrong. Look at my hand. I have a leather jacket on my hand. So when I'm cutting leather, what I like to do is I cut one side out and then I'll use that actual side as the pattern piece so I'm not cutting two of the same side. So when you're cutting leather, make sure you have the correct sides cut correctly. Anyone that makes clothes will know what I'm talking about.
That was good.
If you don't make clothes, I can't help you. I can actually. You could be a client.
Hells to the yeah, brother man. My goal is...
We've cut the fronts, we've cut one back. Now we're gonna cut the other back. So I'm trying to find a good spot in perfect leather. You want everything to be perfect and go with the grain line. However, today we're being conscious of yield. So I'm trying to figure out where we can place this bad boy to make sure we have the best yield as possible. I like this song, Ethan. It's very peaceful. Unlike you. You are not peaceful. You are annoying. Right now, we're cutting the pocket. This is my signature pocket detail that I have invented. Painstakingly invented myself. Not you, but me. Pants are canceled, no more. Can't have them. Okay, you can have them still. Canceled. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare a pocket. We're gonna prepare a pocket. So we don't want a raw edge because it's unsightly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll the edge. We're gonna roll the edge. So we're gonna go here and use this very toxic glue, which I definitely suggest using a mask, wearing gloves, being in a well-ventilated area. You know what? Just don't use the glue. Don't use the glue. And then we're gonna just along the edge. Just on the edge. I know people like to use double stick tape. I don't. It's not good. I like glue more than double stick tape. So if you see someone on Instagram or TikTok that says, I know a hack, it's called a hack for a reason, because it's what hacks use. Use glue. It's better. It's just better. All right?
You just said don't use the glue.
Double stick tape. Don't use double stick tape. Use glue. Do not use double stick tape. That is my final answer. Where's my hammer, Ethan? Okay. I like to hammer on the edge of my machine. I'm sure a lot of people would say, don't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is my Juki single needle DDL 555-5 race model, very rare factory edition. You can tell that it's a factory edition, not by the table, not by the finish, but by the stickers, Ethan. The stickers. Factory edition. Very rare. Very rare. Very fast. What 3 things am I doing? Talking to the camera, winding a bobbin, and unwinding a bobbin. I like the song, Ethan. It's very peaceful.
So right now, Ethan, what we're sewing is really thick. My tips, hammer. Get yourself a hammer.
And I don't want to see any of these stupid hammers. I want to see C.S. Osborne, the finest of leather making tools. If it's not C.S. Osborne, you have been bamboozled and been swindled. This hammer was gifted to me by Dominic of the Surgeon, a dear friend and a solid amigo. C.S. Osborne for all your leather goods and tool needs. Thank you. This was not a paid advertisement. Thank you for listening.
Another tip, doesn't apply here. Press on the sewing foot. It'll help you coming up. I'm going through an exchange, a thick exchange. Coming up, 4, 3, 2, right here. And so to prevent it from binding, I will press there. Boom. Money.
Just be careful. Don't slip through your finger. Now we're gonna draft a lining since these were made for denim selvage. So now we're gonna make a lining so they can be lined, because that's what lining is for, lining. So they will be lined. Hello, friends. Now we have lining on the table. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it. What should I talk about? Namaste Spiceland. Namaste Spiceland. If you haven't been to Namaste Spiceland, I suggest going to Namaste Spiceland. That's what I enjoy. Really like Mexican food. I am constantly looking for really good burritos. Something that also I take into great consideration is the sauce bar. So if there's anybody out there, are you zooming into my face? If there's anyone out there that has any favorites, that has a really unique sauce bar, specifically habanero sauces, that's what's on my radar right now, please let me know. I do enjoy really spicy food. I never have done this, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Doing this, I don't know how it's gonna get done because I've never done it. So I'm gonna figure out how to do it. But I've never done it, so I don't know how it's gonna get done either. I've never done it, so I don't know how it's gonna get done. I'm gonna try to do it, but I don't. Wait, it's coming to me. I don't really know. Now we gotta bring it back. It's thick there. You gotta be careful, Ethan. Your big ass black pants. So it's done. Ethan now gets a pair of super sick pants. They haven't been quality controlled, but they have a fully lined with a hem, anchored in the side seam that's been glued and hammered. Hem on the pants, glued and hammered and stitched. Not double stick tape, because we don't use that here. The only thing remaining is a keyhole and a tack button. But you know what? I'm gonna take it to one of my vendors to get it done with a keyhole machine, because that's just the kind of mood we're in. Anyways, pants are done. It has a zipper fly. It has 4 pockets, not the 5th one. The 5th one is a coin pocket, but it is fully lined, has bar tacks, we did on a single needle, and it has a whole bunch of stitches that need to get cut. Wow. Wow. What you probably can't tell is how thick this leather is. It's exceptionally thick. So there's certain things we had to do to account for that. I didn't get this split or skived, so I ran it through my walking foot machine. So as you can see here, a slightly different stitch than right here. Sorry, Ethan, but sometimes that's what we gotta do. For me, I think it's cool because you know it's a real machine. Really sewn on a set of hands. Here we have it. You gotta cut all the threads. I'm gonna probably let Ethan do this part because I don't like to do this part. Another thing, I like to have fun on the J stitch. Some people like to do a swooping J. I like to do an angular stitch at the crotch. It's kind of like my thing. I'm sure a lot of other people do it too, but it's one of those fun things you get to do when you're sewing it yourself. This one. Hell yeah.